Welcome back, everybody. We are all set to go to begin the 2019-20 season. Tommy Pecker here with you once again. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Evansville Thunderbolts hockey on SPHL Live and on the Thunderbolts Radio Network is presented by Acceptance Home Mortgage. Tonight's officials, referee is Scott McClement. Linesmen are Jason Messamore and Thomas Josephson. Josephson, a new name this season. McClement and Messamore returning officials from the last season. Evansville has never won their first game of the season as the Thunderbolts in 3 straight seasons. They'll look to change that tonight. Now the starting lineup upon face-off win, which is presented by Orthopedic Associates. And the puck is dropped, and hockey is back live from the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Evansville starting up with Felix Cronwall and Braden Helms on defense. This is an icing only seconds into the game. Austin Plebe, Derek Sutliff as two of the forwards, and Brendan Robbins is the third forward. And in goal is Max Strang, who has not played in 4 years, is making his comeback from the 2014-15 season with the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Off the draw, Knoxville controls. Price on the draw, sending this one wide. Cronwall picks it up. Also with Dylan Vander Esch out there with Stefan Mercado, number 11, is a feed for Robbins, and he misconnected on a great opportunity of the net, and the net comes off its moorings with Hayden Stewart in his goal crease. Good opportunity. Brendan Robbins, one professional game. Now it's with the Providence Bruins of the American Hockey League last season, so certainly a highly touted player brought in by Coach Jeff Best. Both teams get a line change in. Tonight's scratches in IR players, also presented by Orthopedic Associates. As for Evansville on the IR is Frank Schumacher. Knoxville's IR, Lucas Bombardier, scratches Anthony McVeigh and Ben Campbell. Knoxville controls of the faceoff. Granats up and out of the zone. Recovered in the neutral zone by Evansville. Carl Greco picked up on free agency from the Quad City Storm. The defenseman spent time in Fayetteville and Pensacola as well. As it's played towards center. And on this one now is Alec Bear, who played 50 ECHL games, most recently with the Rapid City Rush last season. Played in by Tanner Butler. Bobby Butler playing for the Ottawa Senators, no relation. Quince plays it out. Absorbs a check there from Macon, as this is now to Quince. Can't get a shot. Now he does. Save by Strang. And his first save of the season, his first save in 5 years. And the Thunderbolts get it back out to center. Tip down ice. New boards, new ice, new glass, new scoreboard. Here in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Looks fantastic, too. Certainly great to see some much-needed improvements here in this building. Lenny Caglianone returning wearing the number 10 sweater, formerly worn by Scott Donahue, who now wears 7. Oletz able to get this one back out. And it's down to the Evansville end. This is Holton with it. Number 22 and Hayden Holton. Sent in by Helms, who played 8 games last season with the Indy Fuel of the ECHL. To the point for Helms, right points. Rister was deflected into the corner. Derek Sutliff, acquired for the Macon Mayhem this summer. Named an alternate captain for the Thunderbolts. They have 3 this year to start. No full captains. So wait and see if that changes as the year goes on. Stewart plays it to the far corner. Jones to center. Not quite kept in. Nearly intercepted by Helms. But the Thunderbolts do get it back in their own zone. This is Felix Cronwall, one of 2 Swedish natives on the Thunderbolts squad, along with number 26 in Robin Hoagland. Chip towards center. Now to the far boards. Derek Sutliff pressed in the play by Stanislav Zykov. Mercado picks up for the Ice Bears, carrying out near the benches. Into the zone. In a battle with Cronwall on the right side corner, the Evansville zone. Thunderbolts come up with it. Up to Austin Plevey. Playing his first professional game. This is down back to the Knoxville zone. No icing. Ice Bears control. Thunderbolts get a change going. Almost 3 minutes gone here in the first period of play. No score. A lead now for a man at center. Save by Strang. Off a breaking Ice Bear, Ricky Kramer. Thunderbolts come back out with it. This is Jacob Smith, number 15. Chance in front, stay on the line, stayed out. Hayden Stewart made the save, the defenseman kept it out as well. Thunderbolts with two great chances, they forced an icing on Knoxville. And that was one of the three keys of the game as presented by Old National Bank. A fast start, they certainly have done that. Knoxville plays hard and fast on their home ice. They have a distinct advantage on the shortened area of ice that they have. Special teams, Thunderbolts, last place last year in power play and penalty kill. They'll need to improve this season. And lastly, taking the body. Knoxville plays a physical game, as I just mentioned. Evansville will need to match that and get Knoxville on their heels in this one, as they have so far through 3:08. Once again, the keys to the game presented by Old National. Offensive zone draw, the Ice Bears clear. That's Carl Greco who chased this one down, and that'll be another icing. And those same Knoxville 5 will be forced to stay out. Evansville with Smith, Carl Greco, Scott Donahue, Alec Bear, and Tanner Butler outs. Bear for the face-off against Scott Cuthrell, number 73 for the Ice Bears. Out with Price, with Stefan Mercado as well, and Dylan Van Der Esch, formerly the Macon Mayhem, and Ricky Kramer. Ice Bears clear up the draw, played back in by Evansville. Stewart handles, handing off for Price. Shadow by Bear, looking for the breakout play. Quarterbacks it ahead to Quince. Handing off now into the zone is 81 Lionel Maron, who sends that one through the crease. Grenade on the far point, reverses. Bachnock. And toward the front of the net, covered up by Strang, and he holds on and some pushing and shoving after the play. As Taylor Macon in there, spelled with M-A-K-I-N. Linesman getting to break it up. 3:43 gone here in the first period. Two shots aside on the board. And still no score, but some good chances for Evansville early. And this will be a defensive zone draw for Evansville, with Hayden Holton taking the draw against Lionel Maron, native of Lausanne, Switzerland, making his way over to play for the Ice Bears this year. Chased out. It was Holton, and Macon takes the draw and wins it. Press back deep in the Knoxville zone, or rather the Evansville zone. Quince on this one. Battling away with Caglianotti down low. He goes down, and another pair come in to battle away. Quince still along the corner boards. Carries to the point, hands off. Grenad's shot was blocked off. Holton battles him, and it's freed up, nearly a 2-on-1, but it's between the legs of the oncoming Thunderbolt. Now Quince the other way, wind up, and that one is out of play. May have hit a Thunderbolt stick. It did. Face-off stays in the Evansville zone. Dale Dion out for Evansville, number 21, is another new addition. Played on Huntsville last season, played about 35 games. Did not play in the playoffs, but certainly had a lot of experience with a very talented Huntsville squad that has now won back-to-back championships here on the SBHL. In a two-game sweep of the Birmingham Bulls late last April. And his face-off to the right side of Max Strang. Brendan Robbins for this face-off for Evansville. Off the draw, Robbins scoops it back behind the Ice Bear player. It's Cronwall, who is the nephew of former NHLer Nicholas Cronwall. Played his entire career with the Detroit Red Wings. He's about of similar size, too. Cronwall, 6'7", 236 pounds. Far point Jones, shot blocked by Sutliff, stung him a bit. Gets it back to the mid-slot, sent wide by Florence. Number 9, Brady Florence with a good chance there, but missed its mark. Lead pass for Plevey does not connect. It was blocked off by Ouellette. Now back into the zone is Zykov. Feed pass was blocked off nicely by Braden Helms. Evansville regrouping. Sutliff chipped ahead. Off the stick of Plevey, gets back to it. He goes to the net and scores! And the Thunderbolts get the first goal. Austin Plevey, 5:03 in. Evansville leads 1-0. And for Austin Plevey, his first professional game, and he's got his first professional goal to go with it. And it looked like a broken play in a one-on-one battle into the zone, and has found its way onto his stick and able to power the net. Excellent play on his part. And it finds the back of the net. 1-0 Bolts here in the first period. 5:03 time of the goal. We'll see where the assists come out of that. Nonetheless, it's a 1-0 lead for Evansville. Last season, Evansville 8-3-4 when scoring the game's first goal. So Pleby's first at 5:03. We'll get the assists as soon as they're announced. Evansville out with this one. This is Smith ahead. And gets it back at center. Smith, save, rebound, gloved up by Stewart. On a great chance again by Alec Bear. And that'll finally force a timeout. 5:25 gone here in the first period. Thunderbolts lead 1-0.
What happens when we harness the power of the sun? We generate clean, renewable energy to power our region. Through Vectron's new state-of-the-art 50-megawatt solar farm in southwestern Indiana, we're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business. Vectron Solar Farm will join a new natural gas power plant in Posey County, as well as wind, coal, and landfill gas to round out the sustainable energy powering your life. It's all part of your smart energy future.
Austin Pleby's first goal of the season, first pro at 5:03, native of Langley, British Columbia. Formerly played at UMass Amherst and Northeastern University and joined the Thunderbolts training camp and made the team and scores his first goal as a pro. Congratulations to Austin Pleby. And a big goal to give Evansville the lead here early in this one. 5:35 gone in the first period. Thunderbolts lead the shots 4-3. Offensive zone draw, they win it. Rister, long range, blocked off. Far boards Holton. Handing off Donahue. Finds Lane on a wraparound. Can't get it on goal. Greco, top of the right circle. Shot sticked away by Stewart's. Far corner again. One of the Ice Bears took a spill on that hit. That was, I believe, Van Der Esch. It's Quinn the other way. Across the Evans line. Looks for a feed toward the net and covered up by Strang. He couldn't get a shot on goal. And then afterward, Granats mixing it up with one of the Ice Bears. That was Brian Backnack, I believe. Or actually, no, that was Tanner Butler of Evansville against Charlie Granat. Those two broken up, but a very physical game early on. So pushing and shoving. Two teams not wasting any time getting into the hostilities early in this season. And plenty more opportunity this year. 4 meetings last year, they'll have 7 this season. 4 here and 3 back in Evansville. Offensive zone draw for the Ice Bears. 1 second shy of the 6-minute mark. Once again, Pleby's first at 5:03 is giving Evansville the 1-0 lead. Scott Cuthrell against Brendan Robbins for this face-off. Play to the near side boards. Ice Bears shot on goal by Price was stopped by Strang. Far corner it goes. Played by Robbins, and Austin Pleby has it. Airmails this one through the neutral zone. Onto the stick of Sutliff, breaking deep to the net off the side of the cage. Pleby off the end glass. Double teaming play. Pleby against Kramer, has a lane, Fan on the shot, battles his way to the net, and it's picked off by Spercato. Battling away with Robbins, holds on to the puck. No penalties yet here through 6.5 minutes, the officials letting the play. Price, cross ice, down to flex, up into the stands, into the on-ice suites for a stoppage. And with the first completely out of play stoppage of the game at 6:35. 5-3 Evansville now the shots on goal. We're to get those assists for you as soon as we can. May have been announced, but I did not hear them. Off the draw, picked up by Caglianone, sent to the Knoxville line. Olet controls, handing off with his defense partner. Up for Bryce Nielsen, returning member of the Ice Bears. Battling away is Jacob Smith. Chips it into the zone. Heavy dump and chase game here so far. Back neck ahead for Nielsen. Carries in, plays it to the end boards. Strang will play it. Off a Knoxville player, nearly a turnover. It bounces favorably for Evansville. And Strang gets back to his crease, and Evansville the other way, it's Smith. Short pass to Bear, off his stick, and Jones makes him up. Rolls to the far corner. Nielsen ahead of Smith. Smith presses him to the glass. Knoxville out with this one. This is Nielsen. Curls this one. Shot was blocked off by Caglianone and Dion. Around the near side boards, Knoxville holds. Quince deep for Zykov off his stick. Far corner for Moran. To the near side for Granat. Knoxville going half to half here on the ice surface. Trying each side, no success. It's cleared out. All the way back was Alex Carlson taking the hit from Taylor Macon. Quince battling away in the near half wall in the Evansville zone with Butler. Now Christensen on the loose puck. Pressing him is Carl Greco. Now Macon pressing against Quince. Pass deflects a couple times. Evansville out with it. Macon played ahead. Going deep into the zone is Sanvito. Number 20, Connor Sanvito, also playing his first pro game. Hard check there, frees up the puck. Here's a chance in front, score! And it's Connor Sanvito. Evansville leads 2-0. And what a start here for Evansville. 2 goals in the first 9 minutes. A turnover play in the far corner. Great effort from Taylor Macon. And parked all alone in front with Sanvito, who had the entry play to begin with. And the native of Maple Ridge, British Columbia, who is playing his second professional game. First of the SPHL, gets his first professional goal. Played one game for the Fort Wayne Comets earlier this season and was picked up by Evansville. So 2-0 Bolts now here in this one so far. There's one thing has shown, especially in the home opener last season, this will be a 60-minute affair. And I believe that'll be Butler and Macon getting the assist on that goal. Cronwall deep, play to the net front, and high slot shot over the nets. It was deflected. That was Helms on the initial shot. Donahue at the boards, trying to kick that down when Nielsen can't quite get it. And Mercado hands it back. This is Jason Price, number 13 veteran defender. Now the pass deflected. Robbins gets back on the bench in time to avoid too many men penalty. That's a 9-minute mark here, first period of play. Goals by Clevey and Sanvito have given Evansville a 2-0 lead. Lofted into the zone by Helms, who goes for a change. Around the boards is Florence. Ready, Florence. Through center, into the Evansville zone. Against 2 back checkers, hands up to the point for a wrister that's blocked off by Max Strang. Near side boards, Knoxville operating. One-timer, Zykov saved by Strang. And the rebound corralled, and coming out with it now is Robin Hoagland. Smith deep in the zone. Double team, Nielsen clears. And back at the red line is Dale Dion, who played back in. Pierre Oletz lofts this one down. Knoxville goes for a change. Dion back in the Evansville zone with Caglianone. Flipped in from center by Hayden Holton. Carlson hands this one back to Granat, deep in Knoxville territory. Rolls to center, now with a head of speed, and a shot wide by Lionel Moran. Sanvito for the red line, turns it back to the Knoxville zone. Lots of end-to-end action these last few minutes. Next goal, crucial, and a giveaway in the Knoxville zone. Stick to side on the initial shot by Sutliff. Play back to center, it's Butler. Pass tipped into the zone by Greco, who goes for a change. Carlson back in the puck, plays it away from the forechecking Thunderbolts. Not quite out of the zone, this time it is. Now Christensen through center, cross the line, drop pass, not controlled cleanly. Rolls into the far corner for Cronwall to pick up. As Robbins, Sutliff, Sanvito, and Helms out. Drops down the Knoxville end for Kramer. Evander Esch, lead pass, Christensen juggles it. Now Kramer to the net front, save by Strang off 2 shots, 1 blocked by Helms. Second one got through and a shrug save there by Strang. Now pass halfway, Mark. Bouncing puck to the Knoxville zone, picked up by Price. Lead for Vander Esch, trying to catch Evansville in a change. Thunderbolts get 3 back. Chip shot, that one is over the nets by Cuthrow. In the Evansville zone, Dale Dion trying to work it free. Knoxville looking to plant their presence into the zone. It's picked off instead by Jacob Smith. From center. Shot, long goal, stopped by Stewart, holds on. On the initial shot that was meant to be a dump in. Nonetheless, coming up by Stewart. 2-0 Bolts here in the first period. Back in a moment.
Hey.
1 hour pickup order?
Got it.
Thanks. Ran out of ink and I have a big meeting today.
And 2 boxes of Twizzlers.
Yeah, for the team.
The team.
Yeah, team.
Go team.
Go team.
Know what's better than overnight shipping? Free 1 hour pickup when you order online or on our app. At Office Depot Office Max.
8:23 to go here, first period of play. Thunderbolts with a 2-0 lead here at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Tommy Pecker with you once again. 6-5 the shot count. Off goals by Plevey and San Vito. Alec Bear for the face-off, deep in Knoxville territory. This one against number 19, Bryce Nielsen. Off the draw, Robin Hoagland, turnaround shot just wide of Stewart's far point, held in, play deep. Knoxville chases and plays to the line. This one's carried, a hard hit there on Ouellette. I believe that was Robin Hoagland using all of his frame. And at 6'3", 225. Delay offside on Evansville, but it's played back to the neutral zone, so it's waved off. Ouellette to the Evansville zone. Rister, a weak one that was sent wide. Making as a play, but it's out of the zone. Zykoff from the red line, handing off. Nielsen had a tip back to Ouellette. Pierre Ouellette ahead for Bryce Nielsen from the blue line. Plays it in. Strang cuts it off behind the nets. Handing off for number 24, Tanner Butler. Butler, head pass off the skate of San Vito. Stopped in the neutral zone. Knoxville recovers. Zykoff. Work back to Carlson. Cross ice to Granats. Granats head pass to Zykoff. Breaks into the zone, right wing side. Into the corner with a man going to the net is Quince. Can't feed the puck to him, to the near side now. Turns in the corner, played to the point, nobody there. And it's all the way back down for Hayden Stewart to stop just short of the corner ice. 7:10 to go, first period of play. 2-0 Evansville, your score. Jason Price starts up from the Knoxville end. Plays it across for Quince. Move was picked off. Chance the way, San Vito. Good stick work by Price to force in the corner. To the point now, Cronwall, Rister deflected wide. To the near side boards, and Christensen starts the other way. Now Quince up the left boards, makes a nice move. However, can't find a lane to the nets. Good play by Cronwall to recover. Down low, Knoxville operating play to the mid slot. Christensen, fan on the shot going wide. Press play on the end boards by Quince on Brendan Robbins. Battled for here. Evansville recovers. Helms ahead. Here's Donahue trying to race up the left side. Pulls to center, drops it off. Helms shot saved by Stewart, and he holds on for a face-off. Great handoff play there by Donahue to Helms. And Stewart makes a big save to keep it 2-0. Shot count now 7-5 in favor of Evansville. Last season, Knoxville, their home and away record, they were a 500 team on the road. But at home last season, we're 17-9-2. They have a distinct home ice advantage with a shortened ice surface and a much harder boards, but have since been replaced. But of course, you also have the fans right on top of you on the ice level. Makes a big difference. New ice plant, new ice surface, so much better ice here. New lighting that was put in last year, a much improved Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Other improvements around the league, Fayetteville getting a new ice plant as well. And making no new ice plant, but a new air conditioning system and new internet systems, among others, in a multi-million-dollar facelift of the arena, which will certainly take some of the load off. The ice plant is Dion looking to break to the net. Can't get a lane there. Dion had that one worked away, and a penalty upcoming. It's on Knoxville. Pierre Ouellette. And a hooking penalty puts Evansville on the power play. With 5:43 to go, Thunderbolts were 10th in the league last year. We'll get a chance to go to work here. And actually, it's not Ouellette here. This will be number 11, Stefan Mercado. Hooking is the call. Time of the penalty, 14-17. Thunderbolts' first power play of the season and the Knights. They send out Derek Sutliff, Brendan Robbins, Connor San Vito, Austin Plevey, and Robin Hoagland. Knoxville with Quince, Carlson, Bryce Nielsen, and Charlie Granats. Plevey on the right point to center. That's not Hoagland, that is actually Carl Greco, Plevey up the left side. Sutliff back to the point. Greco. Rister blocked, and it's out of the zone. Good block by number 19, Bryce Nielsen. 20 seconds gone in this power play. Connor Sanvito had that one worked away. Now it's Quince shorthanded. Fakes the shot. Looking for a slap shot. Was blocked off. And it's back out of the zone. Knoxville will kill some time here as Price sends it around the boards and Strang settles it. 40 seconds gone in the power play. No shots yet. 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. 2-0 Evansville score. Robbins a nice move on the entry. However, it's picked off and cleared. Strang will work it along back to Greco. Coming back, Thunderbolts get a change in progress as Macon comes out along with Alec Bear and Jacob Smith. Smith across the point, knocked down the play cleanly. Play back down again by Helms, who is waiting back to the Evansville zone. Knoxville, a good job so far on this penalty kill. No chances yet for Evansville on it. And a crucial penalty kill here for Knoxville to try to keep it a 2-goal gap. Helms plays it deep. Price there first. Good play by Helms to press. Make it, trying to work it free. It rolls to the line. It's poked to center. And the Thunderbolts get it back in the neutral zone with 25 seconds left to work with. Work to the near side boards. Good play by Van Der Esch. Now it's Florence. And that worked away. But it's forced back to the Evansville zone. 13 seconds left. An excellent penalty kill for Knoxville. Thunderbolts not able to get anything going on this power play. But now here's a chance for Hoagland across the line. Right side. Good poke check by Nielsen to force him wide. Rather by Carlson. Dump out. Kept in by Sanvito as the penalty expires. And then it's played down. This will be an icing on Knoxville. So Evansville, no shots in the power play. Will go 0 for 1 to start things off. Good penalty kill by Knoxville with 3:38 to go. We're going to go to timeouts. We're back after this message.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
.338 left to go here in the first period of play. 2-0 Evansville lead. And a successful penalty kill here for the Knoxville Ice Bears. Thunderbolts with a shot advantage of 9-7 regardless. Connor Sanvito has his first pro goal in his second pro game. Now for the face-off and taking this draw is Hayden Holton against Dylan Van Der Esch, former Macon Mayhem player. Knoxville controls up the draw. Mercado through center. It's Florence across the Evansville line, looking past to center, was knocked down. Penalty upcoming at Evansville. This one's delayed and touched up by Braden Helms. The call is, I believe, interference. Based on the arguing party, it is Connor Sanvito. So Sanvito for interference. Time the penalty 16:36, and a big power play for Knoxville late in the first period, and a big penalty kill opportunity for the Thunderbolts. And Evansville with Cronwall. Late change going on for they get it going. Robbins is out. Derek Sutliff and Braden Helms. Knoxville with Backneck, Nielsen, Price, Christensen, not Cuthroll. As this one's played down ice to the Knoxville zone. First clear, and Florence is the finishing member of the power play units. Thunderbolts get one clear so far, 15 seconds into the power play. Once again, Sanvito for interference. That's 17:36. Played back once again by Evansville. 16:36, time of the penalty. Thunderbolts with a second consecutive clear. Thunderbolts change again. Donahue out with Greco, Dale Dion, and Hayden Holton. Dale Dion double teamed on the play in the near side corner. In for support is Greco. Freed up the puck. Near side boards to Price from the point. Handing off for Nielsen. With a man camped out in front. Back to the point. Price. Wrister. Saved by Strang. 2 rebounds. And worked away. Great defensive play. As now Donahue comes out with it short-handed. That was a great pass block rather by Carl Greco. A fast velocity pass and nearly an open net chance. But Greco with a big part of that play. And then the clear afterward by Helms. So Knoxville, no shot on that chance apparently, as no shot is added to the boards. And now a chance shorthanded as a shot goes wide from the point by Taylor Macon, who was running one of the alternate captain A's for Evansville. He along with Alec Bear and Derek Sutliff. Dylan Van Der Esch, right side boards. 26 seconds left to work with. Ricky Kramer. Van Der Esch through center to head of Quince. Gets it back on the right boards to the point for Kramer. Kramer back to Quince. Right side shot was blocked. Quince again had it worked away and cleared down by Taylor Macon. And Stewart will play this one, fading second to the power play. So neither side gets a single shot on the respective power plays. Remains 2-0. Quince into the zone. It's out of the box comes Sanvito, and a shot save as the penalty expired by Strang. Another shot gloved up, not covered. And now it is covered by Max Strang. Wasting no time, not missing a beat. Max Strang, the former Pensacola Ice Flyer and Fayetteville Fire Ants from 5 and 6 seasons ago, respectively. At one time, one of the top goaltenders in the SPHL. Also saw time in 13-14 with the South Carolina Stingrays at Fort Wayne Comets, which seems like so long ago because that was my first season working in pro hockey. That was when I was at the Danville Dashers. Seems like just yesterday. 1:10 to go here in the first period. Knoxville getting a few shots in that last opportunity. It's a hard hit. Caused the crowd's reaction. Play whistle dead on an offside. That brings us down to 1:04 in the period. Knoxville with a shot advantage of 10-9, but the Thunderbolts have a 2-0 lead. Once again, goals by Plevey and Connor Sanvito. Of course, we'll recap all the action for you during the first intermission. Look around the SPHL and beyond. Zykov in the left corner. Last minute of the first period. Last minutes have been a weakness for Evansville last season, and they'll get their first test in this regard. Chip to center, knocked down. Sanvito tried to spring a chance either way. Gets Donahue. Across the line, was forced to play the puck deep and took the hit from Carlson. Nonetheless, it was the smart play of the two. Here's Zykov back in with 33 seconds. Pass off his stick, and Cronwell picks up for Evansville with 30 to go. Starts back up while Knoxville gets one more change in. Cronwell drops it bare at the center logo. Chopped out by Cutthroat, plays it across for Braden Helms. Flies it in for the red line, sent aside by Stewart. Kramer with 15 seconds out of his own zone. Chipped ahead, cut off at the Evansville line by Helms. Flips it back in up the glass with 10. Into the zone is Hoagland. Robin Hoagland to the point. Helms rips one, blocked off by defenseman in front. And that'll do it here for the period as Helms lays down Cutthroat at the whistle. And that will conclude the first period of play. And for Evansville, a great start to this season with plenty of anticipation. And so far, it has followed through. Goals by Austin Plevely and Connor Sanvito have the Thunderbolts in front, 2-0, 10 saves by Max Strang. We're going to go back to timeout. We'll recap the action, take a look around the SPHL and beyond after this.
Real purpose. Old National Bank. Your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Second period about to get underway. The Zamboni on the ice making its final passes as the Thunderbolts will take a 2-0 lead into the second period. Hello, everybody, once again. I'm Ty Pekarawa. As always, glad you could join in. Unfortunately, not an SPHL line tonight. A league-wide issue that's being worked on actively. Should be fixed before pretty long. But nonetheless, we're live on the Thunderbolts radio network, and I believe we are tuned in, or I am, at least my voice is tuned in, I believe, to the Thunderbolts watch party going on tonight back at Bar Louie in Evansville. Special hello to everybody watching back in Evansville. All Thunderbolts watch parties presented by Bud Lights. Of course, the next watch party will be when the Thunderbolts hit the road again in 1 week from tomorrow when they head to Peoria for the first time this season. Always a fun affair when taking on the Peoria Rivermen. So still a slight delay as they continue to work on the ice. The Zamboni is heading off as we speak, as the buzzer sounds in now. So once again, in case you missed it, 2 goals for Evansville in the first period, as Austin Plevey and Connor Sanvito have the goals in this one so far. Max Strang, 10 saves on 10 shots. Hayden Stewart, 8 for 10. 1 penalty side, both killed off. Neither side with even a shot on goal on their respective power play opportunities. So both sides 0 for 1. Well, we have a chance also. Several Thunderbolts tonight making their first professional appearance. Jacob Smith, along with Hayden Holton, Tanner Butler, and Felix Cronwell playing their first professional games. Taylor Macon, who played in France previously, making his first North American pro appearance. Robin Hoagland, who played Division I hockey in Sweden, making his pro North American appearance. And then 3 players making their first SBHL appearance. Brendan Robbins, who played 1 game in the American Hockey League with Providence last year. Braden Helms, who played with the Indy Fuel for 8 games last year. And Alec Bear, who has 50 games of ECHL experience, most recently with the Rapid City Rush. So a lot of new faces. Once again, only 5 Thunderbolts returning from last season, only 4 in action. Once again, Frank Schumacher on the IR. Braden Osipchuk on the bench for this one so far, but yeah, it's such a stellar year last year. Consider the circumstances. 5 wins last year for Braden Osipchuk, but still holding a 900 save percentage. And that is truly an underrated performance for Braden Osipchuk, who kept Evansville in a lot of games last year. And Max Strang has been doing his thing in net, not missing a beat after 5 years of hiatus, returning from retirement and doing quite well so far in this one. 10 for 10 so far in his cage. And after the slight delay, we appear to be all set to go here for the second period of action. Once again, Evansville Thunderbolts broadcast brought to you by Acceptance Home Mortgage. Starting lineup once again is same as the first period. Sutliff with Robbins, Cronwall, Plevey. And number 16 and Braden Helms face off at center ice to get things going. And we're back underway here in Knoxville. Play deep by the Ice Bears. Helms handing off for Cronwall as he was stopped up by Strang. Derek Sullivan hands off for Cronwall. Sullivan for Robbins. Across for Helms. So an off the bench boards and out of play for a stoppage 22 seconds in. And my apologies for my slightly strained voice, battling illness this week. Per usual in the week before the season opener. Seems to be a yearly occurrence for me. Whether it be due to excitement for the season to start or whatever else, maybe bad luck. Nonetheless, my apologies in advance for any errors that have occurred so far in my voice or whatnot. So bear with me on that one as this one's played to the points. Kept in by Kramer. Rister sent wide. Karam attempt. Great save by Strang as he pulled an ace of saves there. This one hops on goal. Just short, rather, and that one is sent away. And now Plevey offsides. And a shot on goal after that's going to drop Price in. And it was pretty close to the whistle, so I don't think Plevey registered it in time that it was an offside. Price not caring regardless, and he went right after Plevey after he took the shot, which went top corner, but obviously does not count. And a good job at lines, but again, Jason Price has quite the reputation for being a tough player. So it looks like Plevey's going to the box here. He might get in on sportsmanlike conduct penalty for shooting after the whistle. Now we're going to get a slashing penalty, a roughing penalty. So this will match up. Price and Plevey will get even penalties, so no loss of manpower here. Or rather, it'll be even strength, but 4-on-4. So Plevey for roughing, I believe Plevey for roughing and slashing on Price. This will be a 4-on-4 back to the Evansville zone. 43 seconds time of the penalties. Evansville with Bear, Smith, Greco, and Dion for the four-man unit. Mercado, Cuthrell, Nielsen, and Grenats for the Ice Bears. So unsportsmanlike penalty on Plevey and roughing for Price. One of the leading penalty minute getters in the SPHL's history gets 2 more added on. So 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, barring any future penalties. Dale Dion, once again, who played 35 games with Huntsville last season after being brought up from the Elmira Enforcers, the FHL, in his second-year pro. Alec Bear can't gain entry, forced back to the neutral zone. Lead pass connecting into the zone now is Smith. Near circle, backhander wide of the nets. And may have caught a high stick, not called. Greco lined up on a hard hit by Carlson. And Greco in some trouble back to the Evansville bench. Back to the way is Cuthrell. Great pick there by Cronwall to break up the play. Now Evansville the other way. Helms drops it. Holton. Bad angle shot sticked away by Stewart. Gets it back behind the nets. Far boards to the point. Cronwall near side. Looks, shoots it. Stewart had trouble, but he made the save. 53 seconds left in evenly physical period to compare with the first. Carl Greco back on the bench. May have just been dizzied on that first hit. A huge hit by Alex Carlson. And a hard, clean hit, I must stress. Hits of that caliber that are clean are truly an art. And a hard skill to master. Far corner off the face-off. San Vito digging away. Back to center it goes. Thunderbolts in control. Here's Felix Cronwall in the zone with Holton. Long-range shot gloved up by Stewart. With 39 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 2:04 gone here in the second period. Thunderbolts still with a 2-0 lead. Last year when the Thunderbolts left to the first, they were 5-2-1. Meanwhile, Knoxville, when trailing after one, were 4-11-2. Again, new year, so those stats carry many grains of salt on that. Always tough in those first games to compare statistics. Far boards Christensen, plays it deep. Holton, double teamed on the play, deep in the Evansville zone. Holton freed up, but it's onto the stick of Grenats. Far point with it, Rister through a crowd, scores! It was deflected on the way in, and Knoxville has cut the lead in half. And for the first time here in this building, we'll be able to see a replay of a goal. Far boards, it was a loose puck. Grenat's shot was deflected, and that was Stefan Mercado in front. An impossible deflection for Strang to stop. Or rather, that was, I believe, Lionel Moran. Could have also been Riley Christensen. Indeed it is Christensen, his first goal of the year. Grenat gets the lone assist on the goal. Greco, perhaps still a little dizzy on the ice, took a spill in his own zone, nearly caused a chance either way. Perhaps still catching his bearings. Play at the board, Sutliff. There's the response for Knoxville. You knew it was coming. They're never a team that lies down and gives up without a fight. And there's still 36 seconds of hockey left to go here in a one-goal game. Thunderbolts with a 3-2 shot advantage here in the period. 13-10 of the game, a 2-1 lead on the scoreboard. Deep in the Evansville zone, Greco battling. It's Quince trying to power the net, almost runs into the goaltender, held off last second. Plenty of credit for him on that one. This one, airmailed to center. And here's a chance for Plevey, sending it off the post and out of play. A short pass from the center man by Derek Sutliff. And a good shot by Plevey, who has one, but just not close enough. 3.5 minutes gone, second period. The face-off will be in the Knoxville zone. Dale Dion and Lenny Caglianone, the defenseman. Scott Donahue with Jacob Smith and Alec Bear for the face-off. Winning it back, Caglianone plays it for Donahue behind the nets. Battle between Carlson, one of the Thunderbolts, and Knoxville comes out with it. Pass dumped into the zone. Caglianone, head of his man. It's off the back of the net. Moran. Lionel Moran to the front. Not quite on goal, and Donahue comes up with this one. Plays it in from the red line. Gets sandwiched for a moment between two Ice Bears. Turned into the far side corner. Knoxville looking for the escape route. It's off of Alec Bear, who feeds it back to Dale Dion. Dale Dion leads it to the line and flipped deep by Jacob Smith. Cooper Jones, number 18, back for this one for Knoxville. Looks for a lead pass. Short one to Zykov, plays in. Now Van Der Esch left boards. Up into the corner now against Macon to the point for a one-timer, gloved up by Strang. Getting all that shot was Pierre Ouellette, and Strang gets it in the mitts. And Max Strang, the goal scored on him was a hard one to stop. It was deflected about 15 feet in front of him on a very high velocity wrister. Just enough to throw Strang off. Once again, 2-1. Knoxville the lone goal of the period so far. And it's play back to center by Evansville and down. Ouellette gets there, icing waved off. Stan Zykov. Jones tripped up on the play, but it was a puck play. Therefore, no penalty called by Scott McClements. Taylor Macon in with Hellam. There's a shot by one of the Thunderbolts that went over and out of play. It was Hayden Holton, excuse me. And it was blocked by defenseman, went to the protective netting. 4:56 gone here in the second period. And the faceoff will stay in the Knoxville zone. No shot update in the last couple minutes. Still reading 13-12 Evansville. 3-2 here in the second period. And Robbins will take the draw for Evansville deep in Knoxville territory. However, it is won back by Lionel Moran. Deflected to the blue line. Played across for number 91. For the Ice Bears, it's Ricky Kramer. Played deep in the Evansville zone where Strang cut it off. Quince had it worked away. Robbins for Sutliff. It's out of his reach and deep into this Knoxville zone. Kramer. Round hard collision there in the far corner. That's Plevey for Evansville. Knoxville the other way. One-on-one Greco lines up his man. And a hard hit, but a penalty upcoming. It's on Greco. And it is an elbowing call. So Carl Greco will go to the box here. And Knoxville to the power play. That was Marley Quince who was hit on the play. So Knoxville will go on the power play after this break.
Did you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
I guess it was nothing.
We've got termites.
See, I told you we should have called SWAT Pest.
Got termites? Are you sure? If not, call the award-winning team at SWAT Pest. They're the professionals in helping create a safe environment where we work, live, and play.
.527, Greco for elbowing is the call. Thunderbolts will go short-handed for the second time tonight. And they'll need a big penalty kill here to try to keep Knoxville from tying things up here. Sutliff, Robbins, Helms, and Tanner Butler for Evansville. Quince, Mercado, Cuthrow, Kramer, and Van Der Esch for Knoxville. Off the draw, belted around the near side boards and out by Butler. So Stewart will settle it down behind his own nets. And Knoxville will start back up. 12 seconds gone. Cuthrow up the left side, Van Der Esch. Pressed by two Thunderbolts. In deep for Mercado in the corner. Looks for a man in front. Here's a shot wide. A great opportunity, and missing wide was Marley Quince. And played all the way back down, and Quince shaking his head back to his own zone. Had no idea how he missed that one. It was a great opportunity, a great feed all in front as he was all alone. Quince in offside. So certainly a shift to forget there for Marley Quince. 40 seconds gone in the power play. And 6:07 gone here in the second period. Evansville with a shot count of 4-2 here in the second period. Thunderbolts now with Dion Cronwall, Alec Bear, and Jacob Smith. They win the draw, and it's played out by Cronwall. Short to center, and then worked a little farther in by Smith and picked up by Jason Price. Had one penalty earlier in the period, a roughing penalty. Handing off for Nielsen up the left side. 1:03 left to go in the power play. No shots on goal yet. Cuthrow pass nearly picked off by Butler. Christensen to the center point. Back to Zykov. On the right side, Christensen rolls back to the points. At the point now to the near side. Zykov off his stick. It bounced. This one chips off the glass and outs. Price gets it back barely in his own zone. Christensen in a battle, nearly taken by Alec Bear. And now Price again across the line. Price at center, handing off Zykov. To the point, nearly worked away, trying to hold the zone. It's out, but nearly a short-handed breakaway for Smith. And really, this is a smart play by the Knoxville power play forward, as he went down and tried to glove it away to avoid a chance, or else it would have gone through his legs, and that would have been Jacob Smith home free. 10 seconds left in the power play, no shots still. Enough time for one last rush, and here they come. It is Stefan Mercado with speed across the line. Good worked away by Dion. Van Der Esch following up into the left side. Power play expires, so neither side with any shots on goal through three combined man advantages so far in this game. Some good penalty killing in this game for both sides. And Evansville holds the lead for now. Bouncing puck to the front, not quite there as Mercado whiffed on the shot. And then a turnarounder was sent wide by Van Der Esch. Knoxville attack continues. Carlson chips this one wide on the right side. Far boards Mercado, pressed by Dion, rolls around the net now to the near side corner on this one. Was Van Der Esch. Gets it, shoots it, broken stick in the play, and it was sent wide. Van Der Esch will kick it in deep. Cronwall works it to Dion. Thunderbolts a little bit more on their heels in this period, and they get back to even strength. Here comes Knoxville again. Quince through center. Olet shot blocked, and actually Strang made the save. Now a chance to the way for San Vito. Coming back to get him is Oletz. They worked their way in, drawing a penalty, San Vito, as he got the stick in the face. And that'll be a penalty on Pierre Oletz. That'll be his first penalty of the night. He's sticking the call. We'll see whether it's a 2 or a 4. And the Thunderbolts will get a chance to extend the lead here with their second power play of the game. So let's for high sticking at 8:34. It is a 2-minute minor. Once again, Thunderbolts 0 for 1 tonight, and we're 10th place in the league last year, which, as I've said a couple times already tonight, take it with many grains of salt because this is a completely rebuilt team. Off the draw, it's Helms with a man capped down in front. That was Robin Hoagland, excuse me, kept in near side. Hoagland across. Lost it, and Granat plays it ahead. Nielsen one-on-one, short-handed. Helms holds him away. Good play there by Braden Helms. Bouncing pass the other way. Kicked back to the Evansville end. Helms chased down by Nielsen. All the way around his own nets. Wackdack carries up the left side with speed. A full coast-to-coast move. Taken out along the far boards. Dion to the point, held in. Smith, 40 seconds gone in the power play. To the near side, deflected out of play. And a whistle. And that was a good play by Ricky Kramer because Alec Bear was lined up for the one-timer from the near hash marks. Thunderbolts change up, 1:17 left in their second power play. San Vito with Greco, Robbins, Plevey, and Sutliff. Off the draw, Greco. Left point across. Plevey to San Vito from the near side. Curls it back to the line. Greco for Plevey. Top of the right circle. Greco. Wrister blocked. Gets it back. Here's San Vito from the near side. Umbrella formation moving here. This is Robbins. Side of the net now. San Vito to the front. And that one over the net by Robbins. That one had a little bit of space, but just couldn't get under the bar. Out of play may have been off a Knoxville stick. No, it was done. It was clean out, so the face-off outside the zone. One shot on goal. The first power play shot of the night for either side. 50 seconds to go in this man advantage. 10:16 left here in the second period here in Knoxville. Thunderbolts slid a 2-1 lead. Alec Bear wins it. The face-off, it's all back in his own zone. It's between the two defenders. Elms, Macon, Robin Hoagland. Jacob Smith, Alec Bear, the 5 players out. Macon for Hoagland. Left side, big windup, gets glass. Off the stanchion, stayed in play. Granat trying to work it out, does. Chance 2-on-2 the other way. Mercado chipped just wide of his own net by Hoagland. They took a hard hit by Mercado. Now a lead there for a shot, blocked off. Another shot over the net by Ricky Kramer. Couple of dangerous chances for the Ice Bears. Fading seconds to the power play, 10 to go. Hoagland in deep for Macon. Quince. And now Granat comes up with this one, and he will send it out. And that will do for the power play. Both sides 0 for 2. Evansville gets one shot. This pass deflected down ice. No icing on the play, so it was off the Knoxville stick. Carlson around the near side and outs. This goes all the way down, and this will not be an icing either, as running the race was Christensen. Quince around the Evansville net, behind the net would be Lionel Moron. Quince to center, onto an Evansville stick. Thunderbolts come out with it. Connor Sanvito up the left side, plays it deep. Takes a light check for his efforts. Price turns it around the far boards and all the way down. Thunderbolts were getting a change, so no icing immediately. Butler goes back to try to defend the puck, and he meets up with number 26, Riley Christensen. San Vito on the loose puck. Up the boards, Hulton. Thunderbolts break out, looking for a 3-on-2 with Dion and Donahue. Rolls wide the net. Dion on this one on the inboards. Pokes it across. Donahue. Play to the front. Scramble. Nearly a shot on goal there, but missing that one was Dion. Caglianone moving up in the play. Donahue behind the net, muscled off the puck, and picked up by Knoxville. Lead pass cut off by Caglianone. Thunderbolts spring back to the way. Here's Plebe with room, but offside on the play, coming across the blue line on the near side. Knoxville in control this period. Thunderbolts still with a 2-1 lead. Back in a moment.
My knee used to hurt so bad I could barely walk. Some of my friends had the same problem, and they had a knee replacement at Orthopedic Associates. That's where my son and grandson went when they were injured. I decided to make an appointment and was pleased that there was a class that went over everything with me. They explained all of my options to me, not just the surgery. I am pleased I had the surgery.
Come on, Grandma.
Now I can spend time with my family.
Quality care, convenience. Our choice, Orthopedic Associates.
Past the halfway point of this one, 8:12 to go, second period. Thunderbolts 2-1 lead. Knoxville, lone goal of the period, scored by Riley Christensen on a deflection. Thunderbolts 6-5 shot advantage here in the second period. And the face-off in front of the Evansville bench to resume play. Brady Florence hasn't seen some ice in a while, gets back on it, plays it down in the Evansville zone. Strang back up the near side, Sutliff. Now Robbins on the breakout with Plevey and Caglianone. Robbins in deep. Avoids the check. Lots of speed there. Dion moving it from the point. Wrister off the post. Sutliff regains. To the near side, Caglianone moves into the corner. Plays it along the inboards. It evades the stick of Robbins. Knoxville recovering. Check play there. Iselif knocks the helmet off of the Knoxville forward and forces him to get off the ice before taking a penalty. 7.5 left to go now in the period. Lead pass out of the reach of Florent. No icing in the play as Cuthrell gets there just in time to battle Dale Dion. Cuthrell takes Dion down in a clean play. Battling for the puck and gets possession to the point now. Here's Oletz. Right point Jones. Across. Nice pick there by Alec Bear. And here they come the other way with Smith. Bear trying to force a 2-on-1. Knoxville even in numbers. Those two moving to the right side corner. Loose helmet still on the ice. Work to the point. It's out of the zone on offside. Called as Helms. Played it back in. And is not ruled an intentional offside, so the face-off stays in the neutral zone. Would like to remind you, if you have not met head coach Jeff Best, you'll have your best opportunity yet. That'll be this Monday night at Bar Louie at the first Evansville Thunderbolts Coaches Show of the season, 6 p.m. at Bar Louie. So a lot of you already at the Coaches Show, or rather at the watch party tonight. You already know where to go. Looking forward to see you all there. Now the face-off from the Evansville bench. One back, under 7 minutes to go by the Ice Bears. Dylan Vander Esch plays this one deep. Cronwall up the near side. Hoagland to center for Bear. Pokes this one deep into the Knoxville zone. Mercado the other way. Tic-tac-toe passing through the neutral zone. Cuthrell across the line. Curls it. Hands off. Hooked on the play was one of the Ice Bears. A penalty called. And is the right call to make. And to the box here will be Hayden Holton. And Knoxville go back in the power play with 6:28 to go. This will be their second power play of the period, third of the game, 0 for 2 so far. And another big penalty killing situation for Evansville. Holding on to that 1-0 lead. Both periods have been really even. Evansville, I'd say, had the edge in the first period, but I'd say if anyone's had the edge in the second, it's been Knoxville. Still relatively close, but Knoxville plays such a hard game on the ice in their own building. You can never score too many goals and establish too big of a lead. Christensen, shot goes wide off the draw. So once again, Holton for hooking is the call at 13:32 of the second period. Play back to center. So Robbins, San Vito, Cronwall, and Helms out for Evansville. Knoxville enters with Christensen from center. Tore the net. Oh, and nearly a great play by Florent, but he ran out of real estate as he got a great pass, but was set to side of the net and couldn't get any room on goal. Zykov near side across, and now it's sticked out of play smartly by Braden Helms with Florent right there looking for the shot. Knoxville gets a change. Evansville changing as well. Evansville now with Austin Plevey, Carl Greco, Taylor Macon, and Dale Dion. Stephen Mercado out for Knoxville with Scott Cuthrell, Ricky Kramer, Marley Quince, and one other as Cuthrell sends this one wide. Dylan Vander Esch rounds out the power play unit, which has 1:10 to work on. No shots yet as Macon carries out now once again. Shorthanded with Plevey. Fan on the shot on goal. Knoxville the way is Cuthrell. Quince across the line, holds up, looks for a partner. Puck roll off his stick, Greco. A deflected pass is out of the zone. 47 seconds to go in the power play. 5:12 to go here in the second period. Thunderbolts still leading 2-1. Quince goes deep. Opposite corner, near side Mercado. With a man camped out in front. That is Vander Esch. Vander Esch to the far boards for Bryce Nielsen. Now Mercado in front. Here with room on the right side is Quince, and corrals it on his backhand. Glove down along the end boards. 2-on-2 battle ensuing with 20 seconds to go in the power play. Quince in there with Mercado for Knoxville and Macon. And now Quince comes up with it back to the far points. Kramer back to the front into the corner boards. Quince with 8. Vander Esch shoots it into a crowd. Dion trying to work it away from his own net and does. Played around the boards by Quince. Penalty expires. Attack continues. Back to even strike. No shots on 3 power plays for Knoxville. Some excellent penalty killing for both teams, but especially Evansville in this game. Bolton trying to work this one deep. In the meanwhile, play back in Nielsen. The other way for the Ice Bears. Handing off along the boards. To the front in a crowd. No shot on goal there. Christensen to the point. Carlson. Play whistle dead here, and this is a penalty on Knoxville. Backnack trying to draw retaliation from Holton. Will not get it. The linesman intervene, and Evansville will go to the power play. All that resulting on a scrum in front of the net in that last offensive sequence. So Evansville will go on the power play after this message. 4:01 to go, second period.
Guys, it's back! Inline skating.
Rock and roll hair?
Calling this thing a pound sign instead of a hashtag? No, the sensation is back at Zaxby's.
The Zensation Salad is back, and introducing the new Zensation Filet Sandwich Meal with hand-breaded chicken, Asian slaw, wonton strips, and citrus vinaigrette, both served with an egg roll. The Zensation Salad and Filet Sandwich Meal, only at Zaxby's.
.401 to go, 15:59, the time of the penalty to Brian Backnack. I believe a roughing penalty is to call. Thunderbolts 0 for 2 in the power play. We get a third opportunity. Connor Sanvito, Carl Greco, Brendan Robbins, Austin Plevey, Derek Sutliff, the 5-man unit out for Evansville. Stefan Mercado, Pierre Oletz, Marley Quince, and I believe Alex Carlson out for Knoxville. To the left side of Hayden Stewart's. Off the draw, Thunderbolts in control. Into the corner, pass back intercepted. Ice Bears come out with it, shorthanded. And played in from the red line by Mercado. Race back into the zone. Marley Quince trying to keep it away, but does not. Now he's got to get back. Thunderbolts have numbers the other way. Here is Sanvito. Holds up inside the line. Plevey. Nice move and handoff there. Sanvito down low. Sutliff feeds it off the stick of Robbins. And this puck is fished up and cleared by Mercado again. So this time the Thunderbolts are getting some more offensive pressure early in the power play, which has 40 seconds gone. Sutliff again. Gets past the defender on the left side. Looks to the net. Banks it along the inboards to Plevey on the right side. Plevey into the corner. Derek Sutliff with Sanvito working to the front. Plevey along the right point to the net front. Battled away from Sanvito, and Knoxville comes out with it once again. Nielsen 2-on-2 short-handed. Nielsen drags in a shot. He hits it on his backhand. Great block by Austin Plevey. As Strang was down and out, and that may have saved the equalizing goal. 50 seconds left to go on the power play. Knoxville proving continually dangerous short-handed. Neither side with a shot on goal. Dropped down inside the line and ruled in offside. 41 seconds to go on the power play. This will bring the face-off outside. 2:42 left to go in the second period. Jacob Smith back out with Donahue. Taylor Macon, Braden Helms, and Alec Bear. False start on the draw. This one again in front of the Evansville bench. And off the draw, it's picked up by Evansville. Lead for Donahue, nice poke away. And Jacob Smith touched for the high stick, but it's picked up by Knoxville, so it's waved off. Blasted all the way down by the Ice Bear. Strang will hand off for Helms. Away from the forechecking Ice Bear and Lionel Moron. Helms the other way with 23 left in the power play. Through a crowded center, picked up again by Knoxville and cleared. Helms for Smith. 2-on-2 in the power play into the zone. Right circle. Around the nets. Left side. Now to the point with it, Jacob Smith. Finds room again, trying to make a Capo Caco move. Now to the left point for Greco. Back to even strength. Backnack on the ice. Here's Smith. Had it worked away. Cutthrow now. Chance The other way. 2-on-1 Knoxville. Make it a 3-on-1. Cutthroat saved by Strang. A clutch stop by Max Strang, and this one is out of the zone. And Donahue worked this one back to Knoxville zone. 1:40 to go here in the second period. Back in the zone. Christensen saved by Strang as he came out to challenge. And then Backnack in the mix once again, and a crowd in the Evansville crease. Linesman again will get in there to make sure nothing breaks down. No fights in this game so far, but Thunderbolts with plenty of guys with a lot of height and weight. So much like last year, a team that's not going to be pushed around, but certainly a team with much more prowess in the skill category. Former Thunderbolts Ben Campbell came on late last season as a free agent, was not retained by Evansville as rights and signed with Knoxville, but he is a healthy scratch tonight, as mentioned earlier. 1:32 to go, face off left side of Strang, one back to Strang by Holton, and hand off to Dion. Max Strang really liking to play the puck as part of his playing style. Really helps as a third defender as Dion breaks in to the net, saved by Stewart. First shot in a while on either side. And now knocks to the way. Zykov into the right side corner. Placed into the net and covered up by Strang. Before it can even get out of the crease. And that'll bring us down to the last 1:11. Shots are going the period on the board. 17-16 for Knoxville. 7-6 here in the period. So I believe there's some kind of delay with the shot clock. We'll wait and see if that gets updated or not. Face off left side of Max Strang with 1:11 to go here in the second period. Once again, be sure to tune in for an update, all updates around the SPHL and beyond, as well as a recap of the second period here in Knoxville after the commercial break at the end of the period. Van Der Esch holding the zone, place it to the net, but into the near side corner. Zykov pulling away with it. One-timer over the net by Van Der Esch, who got all that shots. Lead the other way off the stick of Kramer. Delay offside. Thunderbolts can't touch it. Van Der Esch does. Lead was broken up by Butler. Back in with Sutliff, a broken play. Play back to center. And it's Sutliff from center, looking for an entry lane. Handing off on the outside, Plevey. To center for Holter. Can't get it away, and now it's a one-on-one the other way. Zykov against Helms. Backhander over the net. Helms a good job to stay with him. And that one is covered up on the secondary chance of Christensen. Braden Helms showing that ECHL experience. And has been very strong defensively in his first SPHL game. Max Strang so far, 16 saves on 17 shots. He has been strong so far in his return. And a face off to his right with 25.3 seconds to go in the period. Off the draw. This one is sent out of play by the Ice Bears. Not sure if that was deflected. Yes, it was off an Evansville stick. That'll tick off about 4 seconds to 21 even on the clock. Another face-off, same spots. Marley Quince and Hayden Holton. That shot, the face-off, good block by Felix Cronwall. Round the near boards, not out. Brady Florence and Cronwall battle on the right side. And deep pass to the net front was blocked off by Holton. Cronwall with 5 seconds on the far side. Absorbs the check and counters on Marley Quince. And that'll do it for the period, and then gets a shot thrown at him afterward by Moron. The Lions begin to make sure nothing happens, but Felix Cronwall was checked by Marley Quince and used the boards to rebound the energy on Quince and knocked him to the ice. So only goal of the period goes to Knoxville. Once again, Riley Christensen with the goal early on in a deflection. Thunderbolts hold on 2 consecutive penalty kills. They've killed off all 3 so far. Good defensive effort for Evansville in the period. And on both sides so far, 2-1. Evansville is your score. We're going to take another timeout. Way back with a recap of the second period as well as a look around the SPHL and beyond after these messages.
Did you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
I guess it was nothing.
We've got termites.
See, I told you we should have called SWAT.
Teams get set to get back down on the ice to resume play for the third period. So for the Thunderbolts, a strong 40 minutes so far. That brings us down to the last 20. It has not been their strong suit over the last year, but again, another chance to prove that they have done so far so well tonight. Now, this team is much different from the team of 2018-19. The Ice Bears back down on the ice now are starting to. The Thunderbolts will follow suit shortly. While we have the opportunity, let's take a look at the road ahead. Brought to you by La Quinta, the official host hotel of the Evansville Thunderbolts. Start off tomorrow night, Thunderbolts home opener against the Birmingham Bulls at the Ford Center. And then next weekend to Peoria, Saturday night at the Carver Arena. Thunderbolts then come home to take on Peoria for the Education Day morning game. A 10 a.m. contest against the Peoria Rivermen on October 29th. And then a home-and-home weekend with the Huntsville Havoc to start November on the 1st at the Von Braun Center against the back-to-back champs. And then on Ford Center ice the next night, Saturday, November 2nd. So Thunderbolts back out on the ice now and ready to go to start the third period. Once again, Thunderbolts goals in the first period, Polivi and San Vito. Knoxville goal in the second period by Riley Christensen. Knoxville shots on goal 17-16 in the game. It's 7-6 shot advantage in the second period. Thunderbolts leading after two. Last year were 7-2-2. Knoxville been trailing after two. We're 4-14 last season. Max Strang back in his nets. 16 for 17 in the save category. Hayden Stewart, 14 for 16. Underway for the final 20 of regulation. Off the draw, shot sent wide, actually on goal, and Strang made the save off of Price. The other way is Plevey, offside. Still working on getting the timing ever so slightly. A lot of these players have tremendous speed ability. And it does take some time to adjust, especially when Evansville did not play any preseason games. The only team in the league back-to-back years to not have a preseason game. But certainly fresher legs as a result. This is Quince. Shot on goal is blocked off by Helms. Helms turns back to the way. On the near side boards, Price intercepts. Picked off in the neutral zone by Helms. Will flip it in to avoid an offside. Thunderbolts change up the forward line, 35 seconds in. Mercado battling away, gets past Smith. Up for Cuthrell. Double teamed and covered up by Strang on the loose puck. So Knoxville the lone shot on goal so far through 43 seconds of third period action. And the face-off will stay in the Evansville zone. And Knoxville knocking on the door for a good period now, trying to tie this thing up. And they have done it plenty of times. Face-off to the right side of Strang. Being chased out here is Alec Bear, who is wearing one of the alternate Captain A's, along with Derek Sutliff and Taylor Macon. Play to center ice. Hard hit there. Carlson will take a penalty. It was a hit from behind. And luckily for the player that was hit, and Alec Berry, he was away from the boards and didn't make contact with the boards, or else that could have been nasty. So Carlson will go for boarding. Well, technically hit from behind, but it's usually referred to as boarding at 55 seconds. Thunderbolts will go on the power play for the fourth time, 0 for 3, and a chance to extend the lead here. Once again, Carlson, a cross-check is what they call it. At 55 seconds does not make a difference. Obviously, it'll be a 2-minute power play. Robbins, Sutliff, San Vito, Plevey, and number 36, Carl Greco. For the power play units, Mercado out for Knoxville with Olette. This is play to the near side. Plevey to center out of the reaches of San Vito and Quince. Plevey near side. Any off, Robbins doesn't get a shot away from the points. Moved along the boards into the corner. Sutliff to center. Shot, Robbins saving. Sutliff misses the rebound. Good opportunity, Sutliff. It was a mid-air puck. Very hard to get those. Robbins right back in. Makes the move to the net. Saved by Stewart on a near breakaway chance. And it's cleared out, so 2 shots right there for Evansville. 2 good scoring opportunities, but it stays 2-1. 1:11 left to go in the power play. Almost 2 minutes gone, third period. Sutliff across the line, left side, bad angle shot saved by Stewart. He holds on for a face-off. So I count 3 shots on goal on that opportunity alone. How about that burst of speed? Brandon Robbins really putting on the Jets toward the end. And that was much like the goal that Plevey scored earlier on. That last push toward the net, the last 15 feet, just couldn't get it past Stewart this time. Off this face-off, Macon to the point, Smith. Helms able to deflect it deep into the zone. It was a hard pass from the far side. Here's Hoagland. Robin Hoagland. Bad angle shot was banked away. Christensen plays it to the neutral zone and through. To center for a breaking Ice Bear. Saved by Strang. That was Scott Cuthrell and a great challenging save by Max Strang. Knoxville again scoring opportunity shorthanded. Smith tip to the point. Helms. Rister blocked. Save. Puck still loose. Here's Smith, far side. Helms, here's Circle Bear, walks, curls, shoots it over the net. Smith again for the far boards. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Bear again from the right circle. Bear down low. Now's a one-time shot, was blocked off. Pass to the point is held in. Helms, rather Smith, right circle. Goes around the nets. Best power play so far tonight for Evansville. Power play is now over. Helms took a shot from Carlson as he came out of the box, but no penalty in the play. Several shots. He only counted 1 for Evansville. I know they had more. Smith shot over Stewart and over the nets and outs. Here's Dion back in. Thunderbolts looking to follow up on the chances they had, and they had several good chances on Stewart. Forced to make some big saves. Pass to center, cut off by Florence. Florence gets the pass, leads it for Zykov. Across the line, up the left side. His shot patted away at an angle by Max Strang. To the point, Olette. Shot, save in front, loose puck. Both teams looking for the rebound, sent wide. Bodies flying in the last chance. Far corner now worked up by Donahue. 3-on-2 4 until they can hurry. San Vito drops it. Shot blocked. That was Holton on the shot. Now 3-on-1 the other way for Knoxville. Zykov curls to the net front, saved by Strang. Not sure how good of a shot it was. Here's the shot, Granite, saved by Strang. Granite again, near side. Shot wide of the net. And that was Lionel Moran. Olette played in and worked back by Butler. And tipped down ice by Austin Plevey. Good chances both sides. Thunderbolts still holding on to a 2-1 lead. Quarter way through the period almost. Tipped down ice. Van Der Esch against Cronwall. Van Der Esch to the points. Jones, shot deflected, drops down in the crease. Played away from the nets. Strong play there by Braden Helms. Thunderbolts can move in shorthand or move in to lay it off sides. Knoxville back in their own zone. Oh no, Evansville assessed 2 shots in the last few minutes. There's a shot there, saved by Strang, and that one sent behind the nets. Works along the boards. Collision behind the play. Not sure who was between. Both players separate. Back to Price and back to the Knoxville line. Quince checked as he moved it into the zone. Max Strang settles it for Helms, emerging from behind his own nets. Jacob Smith, cross ice, nice feed, into the zone. Fed back to center, one pass too many, Bear was out of his reach. Quince the other way, left side. Pass was blocked by Greco into the corner. Puck moves to the far side. Hoagland after this one. Quince gets to it. Quince absorbs the check, moves it along for Cuthrell. Pass intercepted, Alec Bear. Off a skate into center. Back to the Ice Bears' possession. Almost 6 minutes gone here in the third period. Ouellette, short pass, now centering for Cotto. Cross the Evansville line. On his backhand, far circle shot wide. Works up the near board, sent back to the corner for Cotto. Checked by Holton. Holton works it free and Greco picks it up. Crowd getting into it once again here. Hard check there, but Macon gets the puck into the zone, gets the job done. Charlie Granats waiting behind his own nets. Let up Van Der Esch. Long time without a whistle here. Strang nearly in trouble, works it away from the forechecking player, Lionel Moran, just in time. Dale Dion worked up the far side, played through center, drops down, Granat handles, works it back to Carlson. Hard hit there and absorbing it well was Dale Dion, and then the Knoxville player lost his stick trying to wrestle with Dion. Smart play not to retaliate. This one worked back to center. To lay offside, Thunderbolts touch up and have possession. It's Dale Dion. Now 7 minutes gone here in the third period. Long time without a whistle. Florent intercepts into the zone. Florent, hands off, shot over the nets. Good recovery by the Thunderbolts defense there to break up the play. At least just enough to avoid a shot on goal. Hayden Stewart back into the near side corner. Christensen to Ouellette. Up with this one, Nielsen, left side. Battling across the line, worked into the near side corner. Florent trying to find a lane, it's loose in the crease, worked free. And the Thunderbolts with a 3-on-3 the other way. Plevey with Robbins trying to wrestle. And that shot just on time was wide. Excellent effort by Austin Plevey. Now Knoxville either way. 3-on-2, the trailer, Zykov over the net again. And play is finally whistle dead. And we will have a stoppage, and we can all catch our breath. 7:50 gone here in the third period. Still 2-1 Evansville.
At Domino's, we love pizza as much as you do. That's why we're giving you Piece of the Pie rewards points for eating any pizza from anywhere.
Pizza from here?
Yep.
How about from here?
That's right.
Homemade pizza?
I guess.
Homemade pizza?
That's a little better.
What about anchovy?
Any toppings.
New York style? Deep dish.
Any pizza.
What?
Download the Domino's app, scan your pizza, and you could earn 10 Piece of the Pie rewards points toward free Domino's pizza.
All in all, in the last 7 minutes and change, Evansville given 3 shots, Knoxville 8. I have to disagree with that. I mean, there was more even than that. Evansville definitely got more shots than 3 in that sequence, but nonetheless, that's the official tally. Nonetheless, where it matters most, Evansville has the lead 2-1. No Thunderbolt goal since the first period, no scoring at all since the second. Face-off in the Evansville zone. Evansville with 4 straight penalty kills. Rather, 3 straight penalty kills, Knoxville with 4. Off the draw, Knoxville controlling. Play deep for Cotto. Helms presses. Into the corner. 2-on-2 scrum. It's Cuthrell emerging. Drops it off. Down low still. Evansville doing a good job holding the Ice Bears to the outside. There's a chance at fun. A save by Strang. Right as I said that, Cuthrell breaking in. Bryce shot from the point, knuckled away. Turnaround shot, good block there. Another play in the front was picked off by Scott Donahue. The other way he goes. Plays it in as he was outnumbered. Absorbs the check well from Mercado. And Knoxville has possession. Price. Knoxville going north with the puck, but it's poked away. Dion now trying to catch Knoxville in a change. San Vito sending it wide. Past Dion, or rather Macon as well. Zykov ahead. Across the line. This pass across to Price. Up the left board. Send it through the crease. Was meant as a pass. Nielsen crunched along the far boards. Puck worked free nicely. Holton up ice with number 83, Taylor Macon. Wrister on goal. Saved by Stewart and able to control the rebound in time. Exactly the 9-minute mark as the conversation between Evansville's Connor San Vito and Alex Carlson of the Ice Bears. Linesman in between. Thunderbolts have been credited with another shots. Knoxville with one as well, so 10-4 Knoxville the shots on goal officially here in the third period. 27-20 in the game for the Ice Bears. Robbins for Evansville for the draw. Wins it, plays it on goal, saved by Stewart on a weak shot from the near side. Here's Zykov, and a fight beyond the play. One of the Thunderbolts got jumped. That was Backnack for Knoxville. Austin Plevey, the man for Evansville, didn't even drop his gloves. And Backnack has been an instigator all night long. And this should be a power play. Well, this will be a penalty for Evansville. I have almost no doubts. We should get a replay in just a moment of what transpired. All of the incidences tonight have been on net front scrambles. No Thunderbolts to the box, as is the correct call. An undisciplined play by Backnack should give Evansville their fifth power play of the night. We have to see the replay, but it was just a matter of Backnack just throwing shots at Austin Plevey, who is not a fighter in the least. Backnack, a much bigger guy, 6'1", 215, with 3 inches and 30 pounds on Austin Plevey, with no interest at all in dropping the gloves. You certainly can't blame him. And so Backnack, this will be his second penalty of the night. Nothing on the board yet. Referee Scott McClement was discussing the offense officials. Face-off is in the Knoxville zone, so it is a power play. It is a 2-minute penalty. So roughing, the only penalty, Backnack at 9:08. Obviously no objection from the crowd on that one. Thunderbolts' fifth power play of the night, 0 for 4, chance to double their lead. Robin Sutliff, Plevey, San Vito over the face-off, false start, however. And rounding it out is Carl Greco. 9:08, once again, time the penalty on Backnack for roughing. Off the draw, Knoxville controlling. Plevey holds his zone momentarily, but it's worked out by Quince. Carl Greco forced back to get it. Knoxville has Granats, Mercado, Carlson, and Quince. Lead off the stick of Plevey. Race for it. Gets there in time to evade the icing call. San Vito to the point. Bouncing puck. Greco holds. Moves up. Handing off San Vito in the corner. To the front. And Stewart made one save, and the rebound bounced away. This one looked like it went out of the zone, but it was ruled an onside play. Battle far boards. Sutliff buried from behind by Quince. That one is not called. Worked away by Mercado, and this one is worked back down by the Ice Bears. So the Ice Bears continue their excellent penalty killing through 9 minutes shorthanded. Thunderbolts come again. Smith holds up short of exiting the zone. With Helms, Cronwall, Bayer, and Macon. Macon has it far point. Short pass, Smith to Bayer, pass deflected away. Near corner to Helms. Smith, far side, back to Helms. Bayer right side. Turns it to the corner. Macon battling away with Pieroletz. Bayer back down low. Far boards, past Smith. Cronwall using his size to protect the puck. Smith to the near circle, Bayer. Puck rolled off his stick, gets it back. Helms, the one-on-one now. Bear shot blocked off by a Knoxville defender. Cutthroat gets possession. Fading seconds to the power plays. This one's cleared out. And so that'll do it. Evansville for fire on the power play as Brian Backnack is out of the box. 8:50 to go, third period. Helms back in. Rister on goal save. Rebound. Hoagland can't get to in time. Battles into the near side corner. Decked by Jason Price. That was a clean play. So it was a puck battle. And not a dirty hit at all. Here's Zykov. Far side. Saved by Strang in the batting shot. He holds on. 8:31 to go. Knoxville staying close. We'll be back in a moment.
Character lives in the little things, in the details everyone else overlooks, the choices you make when no one is watching. Why would banking be any different? Every day at Old National Bank, financial expertise, volunteerism, and passion for client service intertwine to make our communities better. That's our purpose as a community bank. Learn more about what we do and why at oldnational.com/realpurpose. Old National Bank, your bank for life.
8:31 to go, third period. Thunderbolts lead 2-1 over the Ice Bears. I'd like to remind you, Thunderbolts home opener tomorrow night at the Ford Center as they take on the Birmingham Bulls. 7:15 puck drop at the Ford Center. First 1,000 fans in attendance get a free replica Zamboni presented by Rideout's Transmission Repair. For tickets, call 812-422-BOLTS. Visit EvansvilleThunderbolts.com or buy your tickets at the Ford Center box office. 8:31 left to go in this one. Face off in the Evansville zone. A missed opportunity on that last power play. Made a one-goal game. Knoxville, a very dangerous team once again this year. As Holton picks this one. Back past Butler. Butler and Zykov in the far corner battle. Donahue up the boards. Not outs. Zykov to center. Rolled off the stick of Brady Florence. Nearly had a chance. Jones to Florence. Up the boards. Cut off. And this one's cleared by Holton. Off the back of Robin Hoagland looking for a chance. And Knoxville back to the way. It's Brady Florence. Here's center with Price. Shoots it. Pat save by Strang. That one may have hit the linesman as it was cleared out. Robbins back to the way. Robbins across the line. Right circle shot. It was deflected away by the back checking player, I believe Charlie Granat. This one rolls on goal and held on by Gideon Stewart. With 7.5 to go now here in the third. Oh, and I just got a correction. I'd like to correct myself here for the promotion. While I said the mini replica Zambonis, it's not the case. I'd like to correct myself. It's free Thunder Sticks for the first 1,500 fans. My apologies for that incorrect information in that last stoppage. Special thanks to our new public relations manager, Joe Downs, who filled me in on that just now. So once again, not a mini Zamboni. It is a Thunder Sticks giveaway pair for the first 1,500 in the building. Special thanks again to Joe for that. Back into the Evansville zone it goes. This is Lionel Moran. To the point, held in, almost held in. It was out of the zone. This one is out of play into the ice level suites they have here in Knoxville. One of a few teams that have those ice front suites. Of course, back in Evansville, the Ruoff Ringside Lounge making its return this year. Down next to, not in the Zamboni tunnel, but the opposite corner from it in the same end. Has been quite the popular spot. Huntsville has a waiting list, in fact, for their ice level suites. They usually have to reserve well in advance in the summertime to get. Here's Smith. Near side, patted away by Stewart. Play back out by the Ice Bears. 6:43 to go. Now we're in the third. Carl Greco plays this one around. Past Hayden Stewart. Ice Bears control. For checking with Smith, but it's moved up to Mercado. Sent in from the red line. Cuthroll there on it. Ricardo near side corner. Ice Bears in the attack. To center. Fan on the shot was Kramer. Smith back in. Shot saved. Stewart and gets the rebound time and holds on. Max Strang, 27 saves on 28 shots. You wouldn't guess that it's been 4 years since his last professional game. And certainly it seems the Thunderbolts will have two very serviceable goaltenders to start this year off. 6:18 to go. Face off to the left of Hayden Stewart. Holton wins it. Helms. This one deflects out of play off a Knoxville stick. That'll bring the shot count 28-23 Knoxville in the game. 11-7 in the period. And again, both periods have been pretty even, and this one has as well. And the score reflects that pretty well. Icing on Knoxville is waved off after they send it all the way down. They have touched an Evansville player in its way. Regardless, the Ice Bears left to start back at their own zone. Hoagland freed up the puck but didn't know where it was. Jumps back into the battle. Granats played up the near side. Intercepted Sam Vito. Hoagland to the front and a save by Stewart off of Hoagland. And this one's play back down ice. This time it is an icing on Knoxville. 5:43 to go now here in the third period of play. And the crowd on the edge here, edge of their seats in a close game. Evansville with a 2-1-1 record last year. None of those wins were here in this building. Carlson plays it out. Works this one back to Dale Dion. Played it from the red line, gloved up by Stewart, and he will cover up once again. Thunderbolts will gain some territory in the play. And we'll get another offensive zone draw with 5:32 to go. And that'll get them another shot on goal as well. They get to, well, I guess there still are at 7. Robbins, Sutliff, Dion. Out once again with Plevey. And Tanner Butler for Evansville. One back by Nielsen. And Kramer has it out with Price on the fence for Knoxville. Went back for this one. Ricky Kramer. Pass to center. Worked away by Plevey to lay offside on Knoxville. Forced them back to the neutral zone. Nielsen up, picked off. Here's Sutliff into the zone. Robbins looks to the nets. From the point, gets it to the front and just wide by Plevey, who snuck in from the points. Plevey again from the near circle. Pass low to high, bouncing, but connects a shot wide. Rebound, Robbins, great block by Price. Another shot saved by Stewart off of Plevey. And then Sutliff and Nielsen getting into it at the buzzer. Lions would appear to have it under control, and we will go to break. 4:52 to go. We round out regulation after this.
Everyone needs a break. Like Multiply the Cash scratch-offs. It's a break, only better.
Oh, it's magic. You know.
Up to 100 times better.
Never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know. Never believe it's not so.
Maximize the moment and make the most of your break. Scratch away with Multiply the Cash from the Hoosier Lottery. Imagine that.
4:52 left to go. Regulation time. Thunderbolts with a 2-1 lead here at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. They'll watch for Hayden Stewart as the clock runs down more. First of 7 meetings this season. The next one will be November 27th, right back here in Knoxville. We'll not meet up at home until December 20th here at back at the Ford Center. Puck in the high slot, sent wide by Stefan Mercado. Works it back to the corner for Quince. In a battle, and Mercado to the point, fell down in the play. In the puck battle, worked deep by Knoxville. Cronwall back. This one chipped up the boards and out to center with 4:20 to go. Quince going to handle a pass initially. Battles with Smith at the blue line. Quince comes back in and right back out. Worked back by Cuthrell. Moving up is Kramer. Chipped into the zone. Cronwall rolling puck. Plays it to Helms on the near side. In the zone, Holton. Shot out of play on a deflection. .356 now left to go here in the period. Thunderbolts catching up on the shot clock. Now have 9 this period to Knoxville's 12. Hoagland, Sanvito, Holton, Butler, and Dion for Evansville. The face-off from Maron for Knoxville. Able to win to Jones, played around, kept in by Dion, right point. Left point, rather, up the boards, plays it around. Jones there first in the corner. Out to center, but picked off and sent back in by Connor Sanvito, who has the go-ahead goal in this one. Oletz battles, good play by Robin Hoagland. Has it in the Knoxville zone all alone. Banks it back to the far side. And Dion reverses. Sanvito on the end boards, plays it to the front, saved by Stewart off of Robbins. Left alone in front. Stewart coming through big time on that save. Remember that save if Knoxville can come back to tie it. 3:22 to go here in regulation. Levy, Robbins, and Sutliff back out with Cronwall and Helms. Ball start. Sutliff will come in for Robbins. Cuthrell for Knoxville in the face-off. Ronalds and Zykov in defense. It's one back to Nielsen, who is out with one of the Ice Bear. I can't see. New jerseys is here for Knoxville. Carlson. It's the last one out. And then a hard hit. Cronwall crunched into that divider between the benches, but he appears to be okay. 3:04 to go. And now this is Cuthrell playing it deep into the Evansville zone. Cronwall first on it. Around the boards. Race to it. Could be a chance for Evansville. Here's Plevey. Across the line. Holds up. To the net. Deflected. Saved by Stewart. Knoxville the other way. 2:45 to go. Across the line. Pass to nobody. It's out to center. Stewart looking over to his bench, waiting for a signal. This one is back, a broken regroup play. Kramer back to Price, back to Kramer. Up the far side, they break out with it. Zykov, met up by Macon. Mercado and Butler behind the nets in Evansville zone. To the front, not there. On his backhand, Quince can't tee up a shot. Fished away, and now a breakaway. Jacob Smith. Smith on Stewart, saved by Stewart. Loose puck again, saved by Stewart again. On the follow-up by Macon. And he'll place it ahead now for Christians at the left side. And this one is around the glass and out of play. Aiden Stewart bailing out his team again and again. Smith on a breakaway, looking for the blocker. Stewart gapped up, and then a rebound again, a blocker save. Coming out just enough to challenge and cut down the angle. And then nearly a chance the other way for Christensen, who has the Knoxville goal. And he is halfway to his blue line, waiting to go to the bench. 1:55 to go. This is Quince and Holton for the face-off. To the right of Strang. Ice Bears pick it up. Mercado to the line, intercepted, cleared. Race for it, Hoagland gets to it. Right circle, holds on the court, checked into the boards. It's a penalty. It was a hit from behind. And Scott McClellan had to call that one. A very dangerous hit. Robin Hoagland will take it. That is a situation where the referee doesn't want to call a penalty that essentially puts a team out of it, but there is no argument whatsoever that was a textbook hit from behind by Carlson, and that'll put Evansville on the power play for the remainder of regulation. In Evansville, if they can play it smartly, will have a much easier way to win this game. 2 minutes for boarding for Alex Carlson at 18-16. The only chance for Knoxville is to get it out, carry it out, and then Stewart to the bench for attacker on to make it 5-on-5. And we will get a timeout. Not sure who called the timeout. Once again, the goals in this game. Plevey and Connor Sanvito in the first period. Back-to-back, a little over 2 minutes apart. Knoxville responding in the second. Riley Christensen. Some big saves by both goaltenders. Hayden Stewart stopping 25-27. Several in the third in spectacular fashion. Max Strang 20 for 29. Pretty good numbers for the both goaltenders in this one. Evansville has never won, at least in the Thunderbolts incarnation, their season opener game. First season, a 2-1 loss at Mississippi. 2 years ago, a home loss against Peoria. And last year, a 5-4 loss right here in Knoxville. And a chance to really send a statement here if they can hold on. A team that some have even predicted would finish again in last place. And certainly that could upset some of those thoughts, because this is a much improved team. Face off left of Stewart, 1:44 to go. Thunderbolts on their 6th power play. False start on the face off. They'll have to reset the clock. Levy, Robbins, Sutliff, Helms, Cronwall for Evansville. Max Strang watching from his own nets, 180 feet away. Off the draw, Knoxville comes up with it. Van Der Esch up the left boards, gets it deep into the zone. Hayden Stewart not gone yet. Our Thunderbolts will come up with it. Minute and a half to go. Robbins across the line, sits on the blue line. Van Der Esch blows a tire. It's worked back to Helms and back into Sutliff. Pressed by Price. Following up is Plevey. Had the first goal of the game. Plevey to the net. Stopped off. Cronwall blasts one up the post. Off the inside of the near post and out. He's got a wicked shot. Just missed. Sutliff had to roll away. 1:03 to go. Stewart looking again. Van Der Esch at the Evansville line. Can't enter. Last minutes. Christensen left side. Great play by Helms to force it away on the deke. Sutliff back in with 50. Waits it out in the neutral zone. Works it back. Helms across. Now Smith off his stick. Olets from the Knoxville end. Plays it north to Christensen. This one worked back to Knoxville zone with 33 to go. Wayne Elmaron chase back to his own zone. Stewart still in his nets. Knoxville has not gone the puck deep long enough. And now a chance for Sanvito with Smith. Smith, a turnaround shot, didn't get enough of it. 20 seconds to go. Back to center. Stewart's got to go. And he does it. 12 seconds. Here is Bear. Makes a move, lost it. And now here's Kramer. One last ditch, blocked off with 6 seconds. Near board, Stewart on the bench. To the point and out, the Thunderbolts for the first time in franchise history win their season opener game. And Max Strang gets the victory. 28 saves on 29 shots in his first game in 5 seasons, his 38th SPHL win. Connor Sanvito, the game-winning goal back in the first period. With his first pro goal. Austin Plevey, his first pro goal. And this will be 2 points in the column for Evansville.